you know, Sons of Anarchy. Were you happy with how that ended for Wendy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a surprise. You know, Sons was always meant to be a cameo in the pilot.
Okay.
And that was it. I knew the producers, and it was a friend got me the job and just asked me if I would do it as a cameo because they didn't have anybody that was recognizable from television on the show except for Katie.
Yeah.
She was the only one. Nobody knew anybody. Same thing with Sopranos. It was really just, it was Lorraine.
Yeah.
But then when the show tested, when I said yes to doing the show, they wanted to keep me. They were like, can she stay? Like, would she actually do the whole series? And I was like, sure, I would love to. I was like, but what are you going to, like, who am I going to be? I know that Jax's girlfriend's already cast and everything. And they tested the show. The show tested through the roof. And FX comes back and they're like, well, we'd like you to stay, but we don't really need you. So we're going to cut your pay in half. And I was like, I don't think so. I think it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think so. So I went and did Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
After that, and then I was watching Sons, and I was like, I'm fucking obsessed. All my friends are writing me, Dre, you got to go back. You got to go back and shake shit up. You got to go back. And I was like, okay. So I wrote Kurt, and I go, you want me to come back? I'll do it for nothing.
Wow.
It wasn't him.
Okay.
It was FX that was strong-arming me in the beginning. It was, and Kurt was like, whatever, let's do it. So I came back, and it was, you know, it was for very small pay, but I wasn't always in Los Angeles. I couldn't always show up. Then for the final season, he was like, "Look, FX is going to pay you, and you need to be in town for a month." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do it." He's like, "I want to end the story with you," and I was like, "Wow, that's a turn." Everybody hated Wendy, but okay.
Okay.
So redeem herself.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
it was
incredible.
Cool.
That
so
is.
I'm the only living SOA character, right?
What was your Desperate Housewives experience life? We were talking before, like you were like the OG housewife at one
Oh my God. It was weird because I didn't know what Mark really wanted me to do, Mark Cherry. I think he might have been disappointed in my kind of acting because the girls were, this is a funny story. I remember I got Botox on the show. Eva was like, come on, just go do it. Do it, it's gonna look great. And I come back and I'm like, Eva, I can't move my fucking face. And she's like, Dre, it looks so good. Just always have it. It looks amazing. I'm doing a scene with her and I'm looking at her like this. And I'm like, I can't act. I felt like I was suffocating. I couldn't act. Yes, I think Mark was sort of like, I didn't fit the mold there very well. And they didn't know what to do with me, if they wanted me to be Italian or not Italian, or then I was a hippie, because they were like kind of basing it a little bit on who I am. So then I became like this hippie with a New York accent, which is basically me, I guess. So it was a little confusing, and they write in the moment, and I couldn't keep up with that. I got very nervous a lot of the time, that fast-paced TV stuff. I was used to cable TV. So ABC, I think it was ABC?
Yeah.
Was a very different feeling for me.